Hey everyone, Alan here with the Magic Minute, where we take tricks and turn them into real magic. Today we're talking about magic etiquette, the golden rule of magic. Stay tuned. So, one of the biggest criticisms that I hear is from my professional magician friends who talk about in the know audience members who are kind of ruining the experience for everyone else by name dropping parts of effects or explaining how certain parts of the trick worked. I can understand that. It comes up in my own work as well, but I think there's a better way to handle it than getting mad and storming off. The way that I kind of came to this realization was actually being the father of a 2-year-old son. That may seem weird, but let me explain. My son is 2. He is learning to speak more and more every day. He knows the names of shapes and colors and objects. When we go out to the store or we walk outside, he'll always see something like, green car or black shoes or white clouds. He's doing that because he now has a way to communicate thoughts and ideas that he never was able to before. A whole new world has opened up to him by being able to communicate with mom and dad. I know that's the same feeling that you get whenever you're an amateur magician. You get excited. You get excited about magic and being able to, there's another magician there. We can speak the same language. This is so exciting. I know that's true because that was me when I was 5. I watched a magic show on television. There was a guy named Lance Burton, and he did the torn and restored napkin trick, which I'll probably show on this channel at some point. And I knew how to do it. I had just read it and I knew how to do that. And I had blasted it to everybody in the whole room, my entire family. I went, hey guys, I know what he's doing. He's got a secret handkerchief. It did not have the effect that I thought it would. Instead of being excited and having fun, I pretty much killed all the joy in the whole room. I sucked away any of the fun or excitement that anyone else had by being fooled by that and turned it into a meager trick. And that was a sobering thought for me. I was like, I'm never doing that again. I guess that's why magicians keep the secret. Whenever someone does that to me and says, hey, I know what you did there, or oh, I know how that works, there's a couple ways you can handle that. You can either do it humorously if you don't want to deal with it and you just want to kind of blow it off the cuff, just be like, oh yeah, me too. I know, of course I know how it works. Or you could do what I think is the better approach, which would be no one else here in the group is a magician. It's just you and me. So let's keep it secret for now and we can talk about it after the show. Or, hey, here's my card. We'll meet up sometime and we'll be able to talk about it. I think that's a far better approach, not only because it reminds the amateur magician that, hey, we're not really supposed to be talking about this. I love that you're excited. I know that you want to talk to me and I want to talk to you too. I'm pumped about it. I love magic, clearly, but there's a time and place and maybe this isn't the best place. And going from that, or just crushing them under your boot heel and saying, oh, well, and YouTube. It has nothing to do with YouTube. Nothing. There have been amateur magicians and in the know audience members since there have been audiences in magic. This is not a new problem, and I think it's a scapegoat to try to blame YouTube for your problems. Instead of being mad about when this happens, you should take it as a way to relate to another magician and another human being, help them stay excited about magic or what they're interested in. If you're an amateur magician, I want to speak directly to you. Welcome to the art. We're glad to have you. We're better because you're here. I want to remind you that, yes, it is important to never reveal a secret in front of other non-magicians. And the reason for that, of course, is not only are you going to create an awkward situation where you might potentially anger the magician who's doing magic for you, you might kill all the fun in the room with everyone who's not a magician, but also because you're also kind of shooting yourself in the foot. If you ever want to do that trick later, maybe if you don't know how it's done now, or you know a part of it, or it's something that you haven't shown before, or it is something that you have shown before, if you tip the secret to a bunch of your non-magician friends, you can never do that trick for them ever again because now they know how you did it. You went from being really cool in their eyes and having some kind of secret power to diminishing everybody's experience, not only yours or the magician who's performing at the time, but also the entire audience. Just be a good steward of magic. I want to hear from you. If you're a professional magician, have you had this experience happen to you? I want to hear about your story down in the comments below. And if you're an amateur magician and you've done this, I want to hear about that too and see if this video has changed your mind at all about how maybe we approach each other and stay friends. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Remember, Thursdays at noon every week. And also I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. Hit that little subscribe button and the bell icon if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you here next Thursday. Peace.